often do you guys ask me about what do I drink during my cycling, what do I drink during my workouts, and I'm sure you guys are aware of during every single training I usually train in a fasted state, meaning I'm on an empty stomach. So the best thing that I recommend for you guys to use while training, especially if you're on a fasted state, is BCAAs. BCAAs is branch amino acid, and the Royalty extract product that I drink contains glutamine for joint support, which helps you recover during your workouts. And as well, this is the first CBD based amino acids in the country. So if you guys have never tried it, if you guys have never tried CBD, there's so many benefits that you could get from CBD, especially when you're doing a lot of endurance training when it comes to muscle soreness, anti-inflammation, recovery of the pain of the joints, getting rid of any kind of soreness from all the working that we're constantly doing. So I usually I put one serving on one of my water bottles, and then the other one is just plain water, just to still make sure I'm being hydrated throughout the workout. What kind of software do I use when I do my insides, my riding my bike on the inside? So the software that we use is called Swift. Swift is like a digital platform where you go indoor riding. So you pretty much, there's thousands of people who use the same software. So it's a very good software if you want to be competitive and ride with people while still riding indoors. And as well, this system allows you to have different kinds of tests where you can measure your watts output, your endurance and everything. And then lastly, a lot of you guys asked me about the system that I use for my indoor bike. This is the Wahoo Kickstarter. It costs around $800, and if you live in a place where the weather doesn't allow you to ride at all times, I highly recommend you make the investment into buying one like this. And if you cannot afford one like this, there's cheaper ones, but I highly recommend you guys make the investment and get yourself a home trainer, because it's a time of the year where it's winter, it's cold, it's raining, and you cannot always ride outside of. Last thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna drink a little bit more Celsius. Oh, one more thing. I know you guys always ask me about the chest strap that I'm always wearing around my chest. So this is a heart rate monitor. What this does, this connects to my computer on my bike, so that way when I'm riding, I'm able to measure out my heart rate input throughout the whole exercise, and it lets me know how hard I'm working, if I need to slow down, if I need to keep pushing myself a little bit harder. So the whole purpose of this is just keep track of your workouts, keep track of the intensity. This little tools make a huge difference in the long run, so I highly recommend you guys get yourself one. And now that I'm ready, let's get it going. So I'm gonna wet this. You have to wet the sensors a little bit before they get started. So if you guys could come out here and take a look at the software. So this is all Bluetooth. So it's right now, it connects from my computer. It connects to the computer on the trainer, my heart rate monitor. As you guys can see, it's already connected and it's showing you the beeps per minute. And now that we got everything ready, we'll hop on board. All right, so now we're gonna select the workout that we're gonna be doing today. FTP test, and we're gonna do the FTP test. So if you guys can see right here, I'll show you so you guys could get a little bit more example of it. FTP test. So we're pretty much gonna warm up throughout the whole thing, and then the last 20 minutes, it's really what's gonna determine your FTP results. So quick little thing. Last time I did my FPT, my average was 251 watts. So the whole purpose of this test is to make sure by the time I'm done with today, we have better results than that. So here we go. Look how cool this app is. So literally, look how many people from all over the world right now using this cycling. There's people from Colombia, France, Japan, Italy, China, Germany, These are all people from literally the entire world that are using this app right now. So this is like a great community, and it really pushes you to work hard, because now you see so many people. I feel like the main reason why I got into cycling, like, of course, it was like when Corona started, you know, a lot of the gyms were closed, so we're really forced to like step out of our comfort zone and start doing something new. So that's why I started getting into cycling, just because I needed to be outdoors and do something different. But then I realized, you know, like when you cycle, my favorite thing about cycling is the fact that you don't put any kind of pressure on your joints or your body. Yeah, you're sore from riding, of course, but you don't get that toll that you do from running. You know, you don't get that pain on your knees and everything. So that's the thing, like, if you're a person that suffers from any kind of like lower body injuries, I highly recommend for you guys to get yourself a bike and step into it. Even if it's not something that you've really done before in your life and you're not really familiar with the sport, just get in and start doing it little by little. Cycling has so many benefits for you. This is something that you can literally do your entire life. You're never really gonna have any excuse to not go cycling unless, you know, you have any serious injuries. But besides that, I highly recommend cycling. Cycling is one of the best cardiovascular exercises. And you know, with a healthy heart, you live a healthy lifestyle. So it's very important for you guys, if you've been considering getting into cycling, to give it a try. And I guarantee it's gonna change your life and you're gonna get addicted to it. It's a very fun sport to get into it, especially if you start riding with friends. Get your friends involved, force them to get into it, and just try to motivate one another to just live that healthy lifestyle. That's what really it's all about. And you know, if you live up north where it's cold, then you're gonna have to get yourself a trainer. Don't make the excuses, just find a way to make it work in. So that's really why I got into cycling, and it's just, I'm really loving the process. It's a great cardiovascular exercise. You burn a lot of calories when you go cycling, so if you're someone who's looking to lose weight, I highly recommend you guys looking into the sport. It will make reaching your fitness goals a lot easier. Alright guys, so you know, one of the biggest questions I get often asked is, how do I stay so dedicated? How do I stay so consistent when it comes to waking up early, training? And all I really gotta say to that is, you need to stop looking for motivation and find your self-discipline within yourself. Once you find your self-discipline, you really can accomplish anything you want in life. It's because simple as this. You need to remember, we're not always gonna be motivated. You're not always gonna feel like hungry to work out. You're not always gonna be full of energy. So when those days don't come around, is when it's important for you to find self-motivation, self-discipline. Excuse me, not self-motivation, self-discipline. That's when you need to be so disciplined with yourself, disciplined with your goals. What does that mean? By being disciplined is when you're gonna do the things that you have to do, even when you don't wanna do them. Like I said earlier, you're not supposed to be always motivated. That's just not how life works. That small decision in the morning once you wake up, where you could either choose to be great and do whatever it takes to reach your goals, or hit the snooze button and go back to sleep, that single decision could really change the whole outcome of your life. I once read this book. It's called The 5-Second Rule. I don't really remember the name of the author. I know it's a woman. But she said this one thing that I really captured from that book, and it really changed my whole perspective on waking up in the morning. Every time when I wake up, I do a countdown. I go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and I just get up. You cannot think about it. You cannot think of reasons why you want to stay in bed. You cannot think about how tired you are. You cannot think of how comfy your bed is right now. You just need to make that inside of your head, that countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just like a spaceship, you get your ass up from bed and you get started with your day. We're almost done here. We're about to get into our test. I'm excited. Last time I did this test, my computer died with 3 minutes into it, so I was not able to record my stats, which I was very upset. So I'm actually looking forward to this time around. Want to see how we do compared to my last test. So feel very confident. I'm feeling good right now. My aminos are keeping me energized right now, so woo. Stop my shine. This ain't mine. You know, I feel like one of the most important things about cycling is the mental part of it. There comes a point where you're cycling where your legs just go numb and you can't really feel it anymore. And at that point, it all comes down to how strong are you gonna be mentally when riding? Are you gonna give up on yourself? Or are you gonna keep pushing every single bit, every single stroke, every single step? You know, it all comes down to how strong are you willing to fight for those extra miles, the extra time, you know. It's not gonna be easy, but you gotta keep pushing, you know. We just completed our test, so I ended up getting a 333 watts average for my FTP test. I think the previous one was 245, so that's like a 40, like a 88 watts increase from my previous one, which is really good. Woo! I am out of breath right now. Still kind of trying to catch my breath, but we made it. It wasn't easy. It's not supposed to be easy, because that's one of the rewarding things about getting out of your comfort zone. The fact that you're pushing yourself and doing things you didn't think you were capable of. Once you realize how far you can really go once you push yourself past that level of comfort that you used to just stopping and giving up, it's amazing what you could achieve. It's amazing the feeling you can get of yourself, the feeling of pride. There's no better feeling than being proud of yourself. Being proud of all the work you've been putting, all the sacrifices, all those early mornings, all those late nights, all those times where you told your friends no to hanging out and going out because you had goals, because you had to work, you had to study, you had to be up the next morning to work out. Those small sacrifices lead to big results in the long term. So once again, wake up every day with a mindset of becoming 1% better. I cannot get tired of preaching this to you guys. You cannot expect to become the best version of yourself overnight, but you could become 1% better every day. Simple as that. All right, guys, so we just finished my FTP test for the day, and we ended up with a 333 watts as a result for my test. The last time I did this test was realistically like 3 months ago, and I was at a 255, I believe. So we improved almost 80 watts on the test. That really shows you all the dedication and work that I've been putting in this past 3 months. I mean, stuff like this is not gonna happen overnight. I've been working my ass off, whether it's in a bike, whether it's at the track, whether it's running, or even in the pool. Every single sport, it helps on the other sport. They all come together at the end of the day. The more that I practice on one, the more that it's gonna benefit me on the other one as far as my cardiovascular level. If you wanna become that 1%, you have to be willing to do what the other 99% will not do. And such simple thing as waking up at 5 a.m., waking up early, no matter your schedule, wake up as early as you can, and that's gonna make a huge difference. So we just got done with today's bike workout. I still got another work later on today, but we have a busy day today. We have a lot of work at the office for royalty. We have meetings, we have a lot of things going on today right now. So right now I'm gonna actually take you guys through a quick meal prep for the day. I know you guys always ask me, what do I eat? What are my macros? What are my calories in a day? So today, luckily for you guys, I'm gonna bring you into my kitchen and I'm gonna show you what I eat after my ride and what I eat throughout the day in order to keep up with my training and keep my body fueled. That's the only way you're gonna be able to perform at a high level. All right, guys, so we just finished doing our workout at the bike. We just finished doing our FTP endurance test, and we're gonna get cooking. But before we get cooking, I wanted to show you guys that yesterday I got this new package. This package is where I got all my clothes that I'm gonna be using for the competition. So I'm very excited. I just got it, so I wanna open it with you guys and see exactly what we got here. So all of our competition is from Roca. So I just want to show you guys a little bit of, this is actually the outfit that we're going to be using during the competition. It's a full one-piece triathlon gear. What else we got in here? We have our swimming trunks for when we go out in the competition in the water. And then we have our wetsuit. Very excited about this, and I cannot wait to put this to good use. So this is exactly what I'm going to be using during the competition. So this just shows you that we're getting that much closer to the competition. So we need to tighten up the knot and keep training hard in order so once the competition gets here, we dominate. So stay tuned. We're about to get cooking in the kitchen. I'm starving. I gotta eat my oatmeal. So hope you guys are ready to see what we cook in the kitchen today. Peace. What up guys? All right, so we just finished riding our bike. We did the FTP test, and now I'm gonna bring you guys into my kitchen and show you guys exactly what one day meal prep for me looks like. Right now we're gonna prep my meals 2, 3, and 4 for the day, and then as that's cooking, I'm gonna show you guys what my breakfast usually consists of. So first thing we're gonna do is I wanted to show you guys personally this new knife that I just got. I'm very excited. I ordered it. It's actually from Japan. I just ordered this knife from Japan. Check this out. Today we're gonna be making turkey meatballs and sweet potato fries. Very simple, very easy to make, and most importantly, very quick. We're gonna be using the air fryer. If you guys have never used an air fryer before, I highly recommend you get yourself one. I love the air fryer so much that I got 2 of them. The reason is so I could be cooking 2 different things at the same time, so I'm always in a rush. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make our sweet potato fries, since they usually take the longest. We're gonna cut the edges. All right, so now that we're cooking our sweet potatoes, the reason why I like to eat sweet potatoes is they're very high in nutrients. It's a great source of carbs for you to have. They refuel you very well. They're full of nutrients, so many nutrients. I think personally everybody should be eating sweet potatoes. I love to make them as fries on the air fryer. It's very quick to make them there, but if you just want to eat them, boil them, sweet potato mash, there's so many ways to eat sweet potatoes. Usually what I do is I'll throw this in the air fryer, and as it's cooking, I'll go walk King, which I need to walk him. I still haven't walked him today, poor guy. He's chilling though. He's literally just waiting for me to drop something. So like I said, today I'm gonna be meal prepping for my meals 2, 3, and 4 of the day. Usually I try to eat at least 4 to 6 meals a day, but you know, sometimes with my schedule, sometimes based on how my day's going, I might eat more, I might eat less. Now we got our air fryer. We use coconut oil. Coconut oil is very good for you guys to use when cooking. As you guys can see, it's calories and everything is 0 everything, so it's very healthy for you guys to cook. So we're gonna spray the pan, and then we're just gonna grab all the sweet potatoes. Like I said, I probably cooked more than I should have, but it's okay. We're gonna stuff them in there. Spray sweet potatoes, spray some coconut oil, make sure we get them all in there. Show lots of love with the coconut oil. Make a mess. If you're not making a mess, you're not cooking right. We're gonna grab some pink Himalayan salt, put a little bit in it, show some love into it. Black pepper, put a little bit more in it. We're gonna mix everything again. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. And we're gonna put a little bit more coconut oil in it, just because. And we're gonna put it in the air fryer. So on the air fryer, we're gonna set it up to the fry setup, 380 degrees for 25 minutes. Since I put a lot of sweet potato fries, I'm probably gonna put it for a little bit longer than the 25 minutes. We'll do 28 minutes. We let that cook. And I have all those extra sweet potatoes, so I'll just put them in a plate and save them for later on today. All right, guys, so next thing we're gonna do is feta cheese stuffed turkey meatballs. The turkey that I use is 85% lean, 15% fat. I like to have a little bit of fat in my ground turkey simply because I like the flavor too. I'm not a big fan of doing the 95% lean turkey. That to me personally is just way too dry. And for those 10% fat, I think it's totally worth it. Remember, we're eating for a lifestyle. You want to enjoy your food. You don't want to sacrifice it. What's up, buddy? You're definitely not getting any of my food right now. Go eat your food. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is for the turkey, I have a big, this is 3 pounds of turkey. So for a 3 pound bag of turkey, I usually use an entire onion. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut our onion. You wanna cut your onion into small little dices. Dice it up as much as you can. So now we got our onion cut up. Next thing is going to be, we're going to grab our container, open up our turkey box, and we're going to put the entire turkey in the container, just like that. We're going to grab the onions that we diced up. That. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab some minced garlic, shake it up. I'm not a big fan of measuring things, so just go based on eyeball. Put a lot of garlic in it, lots of flavor. And then the secret, feta cheese. We're gonna add a whole container of feta cheese. All right, we'll add a little bit more pink salt. A little bit of pepper. One thing that I like to add into it that I forgot to take out is cilantro. I'm very lazy, so I usually just buy one that's kind of like already pre-made. Stuff it in there, add some cilantro to it. And that's literally it. Now we mix it all up. Mix everything up. This is honestly one of my favorite meals to make, not just because it tastes delicious, but it's so quick and easy to make. If you guys notice, I literally just meal prep literally for my next like 4 meals in less than 5 minutes. I don't know if you guys can smell this through the camera, but it just tastes good. We bring our next air fryer. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray this up again here. Now we're gonna make our turkey meatballs. Turn them up. Turn them up. So we got our turkey meatballs. I'm definitely gonna have to make another round. This will not be enough for today, but this is just a starting point. So now we're gonna put it here in the air fryer. I'll bring it out so you guys can see. Put it here. We're gonna do 400 degrees for 18 minutes. So I have my sweet potato fries being cooked right now, and I have my ground turkey. This gives me, I have 21 minutes and 18 minutes. So I pretty much have 20 minutes to take care of completely other things as my meal prep is getting cooked. This is why I highly recommend you guys to get an air fryer, because it allows you to be able to cook your food and still be able to get other things done. This meal that I'm gonna make my oatmeal, which is usually what I eat on a daily basis. If I can just find my oatmeal. Got a whole new pack. It's a quick mix, it's easier, so we're gonna use 1 cup. So we're gonna fill this up. Right now, since I'm doing a lot of training, I usually eat 1.5 cups, so we're gonna fill this up halfway. Once that we fill that up, we're gonna put milk. I drink, and I highly recommend it if you guys never tried it. This is the milk with the higher source of protein. This has more protein than regular whole milk. And if you guys notice here in the back of the nutrition facts, I'm gonna put you guys on. It's extremely healthy for you. There's no sugar, there's no carbs, and it actually has a really good flavor. It's not as bad as you might think. So we're gonna put this here. We're gonna fill the plate up with some milk. I like my oatmeal thick, but it has to be like a little bit watery. So I like to put a lot of milk in it. And then what else are we gonna put? We're gonna put peanut butter inside of it. So I usually like to put at least like one full spoonful of peanut butter. So we'll add this into it. I like to add it before we throw it in the microwave, so the heat of the microwave will like help dissolve the peanut butter. I often get asked like, oh, what kind of peanut butter should I use when I'm eating throughout the day? You want to find the peanut butter that when you go to the aisle section that it has a little oil at the top of the peanut butter. That's the ones that you should be looking for. We're gonna put this in the microwave for 2 minutes. Woo! Hot, 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 coming in hot. All right, so we got our oatmeal done. As you guys can see by the smoke, it's nice and hot. So now we're gonna add 1 scoop of Royalty Extracts vegan protein. I love the vegan protein. The aspect of it is the reason why I came up with a vegan protein line is because I never been a fan of whey protein. When I drink whey protein, I always felt like bloated after. I felt really full, and I just didn't feel comfortable the way that my body absorbed the protein. So that's why I created this delicious vegan protein. And the best thing about it, it has CBD. With the CBD, what it helps you is recover after your workouts or your joints, any sore muscles that you might have, any inflammation from your joints and muscles after training. This will help you get rid of it. So we're gonna add 1 scoop of it to this. And also, just to add a little bit more of the benefit of the CBD, we're gonna put 1 droplet of the CBD oil from Royalty Extra. So we're just adding more CBD. So in this serving alone, we're getting 25 milligrams from this and then 18 milligrams from this. So we're getting almost 40 milligrams in 1 serving for breakfast. The final touch to it is we're gonna add some cinnamon. Cinnamon is a great anti-inflammatory for you, so it's really good for you to add your cinnamon into your oatmeal. We're gonna add it in here. So this is a great breakfast option for you guys to have when you're on the go, when you're in a rush. You can literally put this in a protein shake and just get your day started. Our food is actually almost ready. So now that this is cooling down, come ahead guys, and I'll take you guys into the sweet potato fries are getting there. So we want to just mix them up a little bit so they mix around. We'll add a little bit more of coconut oil to it. And then we'll stick them back in. And now we wait. We got 10 more minutes there. Our breakfast is ready and we're ready to go. So now we're gonna get the containers and get everything ready. So once the food is done, we meal prep and we get our day started. All right guys, so you guys, I'm giving you an insider's look on how I eat, but I know a lot of you guys have wondered how this little guy right here eats. So, King, you hungry? He's always hungry. What kind of question is that? Sit. Good boy. Goodbye. Alright guys, so our sweet potato fries are ready to go. Our turkey meatballs are ready to go. That's what you call a successful meal prep. First things first, we're gonna grab our turkey meatballs. And 3. Alright guys, so with that being done, we already finished eating our oatmeal, so that was my first meal of the day. And then I just finished meal prepping my meals 2 and 3 for the day. Remember guys, it's very important that if you really want to perform at a high level, you feel your body in order to keep up with your training. And if your goals are not just like training for an Ironman like mine's are right now, you still need to eat properly throughout the day, whether it's you trying to lose weight, whether it's you trying to gain weight. Nutrition is the most important thing when it comes to reaching your fitness goals. So make sure you make nutrition a priority for you. Spend the time in the kitchen, learn how to cook, look online, find recipes online, buy my cooking ebook. No matter what it is, get comfortable by being in the kitchen and eat food that you actually enjoy. Thank you as always for following me through my journey. I wanted to bring you guys today and show you not just how we train, but how we feel the body in order to do the training that we're doing or not. It's very important that we focus on what we're putting into our body in order for our body to perform at the level that I'm looking for whenever I'm training. So thank you guys again so much for checking out my YouTube series. Make sure you guys, if you haven't done so already, subscribe by clicking the link below. Share this video with a friend who should be motivated by watching this. And if you guys have any questions or any kind of comment, any kind of content that you guys want to see in the next couple of episodes, make sure you guys drop a comment below and let us know. We'll be watching and making sure we do whatever you guys want us to do. So once again, thank you guys for the constant support. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Peace.